Let's be honest, if you're in crypto right now, more than likely you're shitting your pants. But don't worry, I have the answers for you. In this video, I'll be using macro analysis to explain why I think a final melt-up is possible, but it's probably going to be followed by a bear run. Take this moment to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and get ready to secure some profits. Now, these two charts here are really the only two charts you're going to need to be able to decipher where we are in terms of the market, if we're going into a bear run, a bull run, maybe an altcoin run. The chart on the left is going to be BTC.D, or Bitcoin Dominance chart, and the chart on the right is going to be a total market cap 2, which means that it's going to be the entire crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin. And on this BTC Dominance chart, we're looking at the 2017 and 18 bull run, and then the 20 and 21 bull run, followed by where we are currently in price. And on the right side, we are looking at this 2017 and 2018 bull run a little more closely. And you'll notice as I'm moving this hash line on the left or on the right, you'll see that the hash is going to move on the other chart, which is going to make it a little bit easier to read and decipher what's happening at certain times and what's happening on the flip side of the charts. In February 2017, we see Bitcoin dominance start to slip from 96% all the way down to around 62%, where we look to find our first support. Now, price does push up a little bit, or the percentage does push up, and we look to find a critical resistance at 72%. Now, when we get to the 72% range, this is when the true bull run starts to take off. Notice how this price action, you're starting to see a lot more volatility, and as this drops all the way down from 62% all the way down to our magic range, just under 42%, we see a huge bull run take off. Now, once price does get down into this lower quadrant under the 42% range, we start to see a major pullback in price. Now, this major pullback in price happens until we get this little pump, and then the BTC dominance finds another critical resistance around 50% and comes back down, which we see the second leg of our bull run going all the way until we hit 43% again, and that's where we end our final leg of the 2018 bull run. And you can see from that point, this chart starts to move back up. That means that Bitcoin is gaining its dominance, and within this time we are in a full-fledged bear run, waiting to get into the next leg, into the next bull cycle. So what this chart is telling you is that as money and as dominance is being taken away from Bitcoin, it's allowing the room and the growth for the other altcoins and the other projects within crypto to finally get some room to grow. What this also means is that without the Bitcoin dominance being at a certain level and being at a certain strength, you're not going to be able to get a true strength or a true push through your bull cycles and your altcoins. And to further explain this, we're going to get into this 2020 bull run, where around December 23rd we start to see some volatility and we get this major sign that a trend is incoming. Now, at the same time of this is the tippy top around 72%, where we confirm a double top on our Bitcoin dominance chart. And anyone that got into crypto in December 2020, you did have a nice push through January and February. We stalled out in through February into March. Now, the actual true bull run did not start, and you didn't see those massive altcoin gains until we've confirmed this resistance at 62% and took this nice little free fall all the way down to the 42% range, all the way down technically to the 39% range. Now, within this move and within these couple months, that's where we saw all of the insane altcoin madness. People were hitting 100x's left and right. Anyone and their mom could have put money into anything in the Binance Smart Chain and come out with a 10x in a couple days. It was absolutely insane. Now, guess what happens? Similar to the 2017 bull run, we get under this 42% range and the market starts to take its first dump. And we start to go down and we finally find support when we hit a critical resistance around the 49% range. Now, once Bitcoin dominance starts to slip back down and we see this price coming back, price starts to shoot up on the total market cap as well. The second that we get back under this 42% range on Bitcoin dominance, we start to see a pullback, and the same thing starts to happen from October 19th all the way to basically the first week of November, and we cross back under this 42% range and where we are currently at through the sell-off phase. On the 3-day charts, Bitcoin dominance is holding respect to these critical and major resistance points. So let's say if price was to move up to this 44-45% range on Bitcoin dominance and start to pull back down, this would be a great time to see that melt up and what everyone has been talking about as the melt up. The reason why is that this could be the final push for this last leg of the bull run before we start to break out and regain this Bitcoin dominance. And keep in mind, as this gets lower and lower, each one of these altcoin runs is becoming shorter and shorter. So that's why they're saying a melt up into a bear run, because this could be a quick, let's say 1 to 2 month altcoin run that has insane gains, and then the next thing you know, it's going to flip and then everyone is going to get absolutely bled out. You might be wondering what this last little rectangle is. This is my projections for the next bull run and the next bull cycle. Now, if at some point price does want to break out of this major resistance and start to move back up, that is when you're going to see the cleansing of the altcoins, because more than likely, let's say 75%, if not maybe more, can have the potential of losing full liquidity once Bitcoin is trying to regain its dominance, because you're going to go into a true bear run at this point. And a lot of the money is going to start flowing out of these altcoins altcoin projects and into more secure things like stablecoins or Bitcoin, as this dominance looks to come back up, because we need this dominance to regenerate itself in order to get a true bull run again, or else we're just going to be getting these little pump and dumps, and it's going to get smaller and smaller until next thing you know, your altcoin seasons are only lasting 1 day or 2 days, and then everyone else is getting absolutely dumped on, and that's not what we want in the crypto market. So when you're looking for this melt up, we want to see this critical resistance at 44% and prices start coming down, and when you be exiting your liquidity is when price is breaking under this 42 to 41% range. Once we get in this general area, that'd be a great time to be securing and taking your profits. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Make sure to do your own research and do your own diligence when trading. These are just things that I'm looking at. And around this 42% is where I'll add the rest of my shorts going in. And if we get this critical pump moving up again and we break these critical resistances, those will be a good time to move whatever liquidity you have into Bitcoin or the stable coins, as we might see the potential of Bitcoin dominance start to rise. Now, ideally, we would want to see this break all the way up to the 62%, but that is a far move, and a lot of liquidity will have to be removed from the crypto market in order to make this happen. So another critical level I'm looking at for a potential resistance would be 57%, but ideally what I would want to see if we got into a bear run, for example, would be one last melt up, and then we get our full meltdown. If there's anything that you can take away from this video, remember that when BTC dominance is going up, your total market cap is going to be going down, because Bitcoin is going to be erasing a lot of those gains and profits from the altcoins and taking that liquidity to its own so that it can reclaim its dominance within the market. And another critical point I want you to keep in mind is when price breaks under this 41 and 42% range on Bitcoin dominance, this is a really good time to take profit and close liquidity, because anytime we drop under from the 42 all the way down to around the 39% range, we see a lot of heavy bleeding out in this area. And if this was the final leg and started to impulse out, the bleed is going to be extraordinary as we start to continue to move up. If you found anything in this video useful, please throw a like on the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to trade, or you just want to join our premium trading group, make sure to go join our Discord. And no matter where you are in the world, hopefully you have an amazing day.